Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chaos Counseling. How do I put this? I don't remember if it was last year or the year before. I streamed a game called Knights of Azure. Well, that was a game that I wasn't sure if it counted as a good game, and I wasn't sure if it counted as an offensive game to the LGBTQ... Oh, excuse me, I'm choking on my own words already. LGBTQ community. because it was a game about, there's no opening cinematic, so it's just gonna show who made it. Due to the fact that it was a game about, well, it was a game about a lesbian main character basically defying, destiny itself to save her lover. So it was, like I said, the game was repetitive. It isn't a game that I ever really revisit too much but I like, and I've never gotten all the endings because the game is too repetitive, but I liked the characters. I found them to be tender, sweet, and I was fully invested in them. So when I heard they were making a sequel and this one was cross-platform, I kind of got excited. Because I thought, so the reason I wasn't sure if it was offensive was because there is a fair amount of fan service in the first game. But I thought it worked okay, because whenever the two characters were together, they really weren't focusing on the fan service. That didn't really show them being intimate in a gratuitous way, so it kind of felt like they were still trying to depict an actual lesbian relationship while still including fan service for people who want that. So that's part of the reason I wasn't sure if the game was actually offensive or not. The second game throws that all out. Like, there were so many things that the game could have been improved upon. Yeah, let's just get into it, shall we? I got this game, I played it for maybe an hour or two, and I just... Ugh. Anyway, another problem with this being a sequel is the story of the first game was pretty self-contained. Alright.
Agent Arusia, あなたに任務を与えます。
So, major downgrade number one, our main character's design.
これは重要な任務ですよ。くれぐれ。リリアナ、ルーエンハイド。そして私。あの頃は毎日が夢のようだった。いつまでも一緒だと思っていたのに。
Second, it's not really a downgrade, but the plot is already a rinse and repeat of the first game. Okay, I will say that cutscenes are an upgrade. Because the first game was about a Knight of the Curia defending a priestess. Okay, oh man, the monsters are also a massive upgrade in their design. The plot of this game is about a Knight of the Curia being sent to defend a priestess of... Yeah. So, it's already the exact same plot again. Now, because I didn't get the true ending in the first game, for people who haven't played this themselves or haven't watched the true cutscenes, the first game ended somewhat definitively with the true ending, with Arnis defeating the original Night Lord and saved Lily from needing to seal herself away or sacrifice her life to seal the Night Lord away by becoming a Night Lord in order to basically control the evil or whatever. So if the main villain who's actually responsible for everything, like all the blue-blooded, how do you do a sequel, you know? So again, I do want to be clear, the presentation of this game is already a lot better than the first one. The designs are a lot better, the colors are better, I will concede graphically this game is an improvement over the first one. However, I will say the gameplay is still a little repetitive button mashy. Like that part was not improved. But again, let's go back to Alucia's design as a first massive downgrade. Okay, after the cutscene.
お嬢さん、お怪我はありませんか？おかしい。お嬢さんだって。もしかしてリリアーナ？私そんなに変わった？うん。少しは大人っぽくなった。え？
I don't know. I don't know. I also don't like this meet cute as much as I liked the one between Arnis and Lily. Also, the first initials of their names are the exact same as the characters from the first game. So Alucia and Lillian, I think? I don't know. It's just when in the first game when Arnis and Lily were reunited, it was cute, but they had just a normal conversation. This one is just awkward teenage fidgeting, and it doesn't feel as authentic. I don't know. It feels more stereotypical. But anyway, Arnis's design in the first game... I guess it makes sense. There'd be... Sorry, so now that I can actually control the Arnis's design in the first game, yeah, it showed her skin, like it showed her it showed her thighs, her shoulders, her back, and her hips. But it was interesting and unique. It was a fun design. Alucia's design is just, let me show off as much skin as, let's just show off tons of skin, like just tons of skin. And it looks more like young teenage me choosing the skimpiest outfit for my female Sims characters. It doesn't have as much personality, and it completely throws away any subtlety that this series had, that it was about characters and not about fan service, you know? I don't know. I think the other thing is I always think, like, tops that are so small that under boob is super apparent just look bad to me. I just don't like the way they look. So that might just be another preference, but I don't like it. But I do not like Alucia's design in any way, shape, or form. Like, I mean, the hair's nice, the scarf is nice, I like the shoulder pads, but I think everything below the collarbone is just, no, get rid of it, do something better. Like, I'm not necessarily saying it has to be more covered up per se, because, I don't know, I feel, maybe I do. In this series, one of my big sticking points about why I felt the first game wasn't too offensive to, and wasn't fetishizing lesbians too much, is because the fan service was kept out of the scenes of the lovers together. But her default outfit is fan service, so yeah, it's front and center in the scenes where these two are together. Plus, yeah, Lily in the first game had a ridiculously big bust and ridiculously low-cut cleavage, but she was covered everywhere else, even if her outfit was kind of Lolita fetish, whatever. Skin cut out everywhere on Liliana. That being said, I don't actually mind Liliana's design too much, all things considered. Again, literally exact same plot as the first game.
教皇様から名前を呼ばれる巫女になるなんてすごいよ。もしかしてリリアーナは世界を救う巫女になれるんじゃないかな。
So, and yeah, it's like, wait, I thought technically, like I said, the plot of the first game was Arnis did save the world in a way that the Curia priests would no longer have to be sacrificed, but now Liliana is in a position where that could be her again. It's just, it's regressing and undermining the plot of the first game. And before anyone says maybe this is a soft reboot, Arnis appears in this game, so if it's a soft reboot, it's not one they... If it's meant to be a reboot, they're not committing to it. And from what I've seen, Arnis does talk about the events of the first game. Again, I do really prefer the design of these, because again, those fiends in the first game looked almost lizard-like, but you can clearly tell they're wolf or jackal inspired, and I like that better.
私も一緒に戦うわ。リリアーナ。私だって邪妖から世界を守る教皇長の人間だもの。いつまでもアルーシュに守られるだけじゃない。少しでも力になりたい。わかった。一緒に戦おう。
Okay, so real quick, this is a change from the first game that I don't actually... Wait. They even abbreviate her name to Lily? They're not even trying to hide the fact that they had no new ideas for this sequel. So, in the first game, it was all about having Servant, and I think there are still Servant in this game. I don't remember, I didn't get that far. And the number of Servant you had affected the different transformations Arnis could achieve. Transformations are completely gone in this game, and instead it's replaced with you have partners that fight with you. I think there's up to 4 partners in the game based on, like, I didn't get far enough. I only kind of looked into it. I do and I don't like this. This is a change that it's like, okay, I don't hate it, but I don't like it better either. So it's just, because I loved the transformations in the first game because they changed up the gameplay. Yeah, okay, the designs were very, fan servicey and fetishy, but they looked cool. Let's see. But trade-off is like the Servant in the first game, like I said, I think the Servant are still present in some way in this game. I just don't fully remember how, because again, I didn't get that far. So, because you have a more limited number of partners in this game, that it's easier to kind of control and predict how they're going to behave in combat, because some of the Servant in the first game were just, quite frankly, bad compared to the others. Plus, this is a way to have other characters involved in the action and the plot more, Okay, I did comment that the colors were a little better in this game. I actually kind of need to make a slight addendum to that. The colors seem... While the colors are more detailed, the game feels like its color palette's way more muted than the first game. Now, admittedly, that could just be because, sure, Alucia's, well, no, Arnis had silver hair, not red hair. Maybe it's just because Alucia is a very dark redhead, so... Because I'm used to, having characters with red hair be way brighter than this, but still. Oh, jeez. You know, I actually don't even know. Sorry, I make another addendum. I do like the armor that Alucia has on her arms. Just give her a different torso design. Like, again, I'm not the biggest fan of the mini skirt either, but I could get over that. Okay, yeah, Servant are definitely in this game because Servant are on the map. There is a map icon for Servant.
No.
Okay. 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 So yeah. Interesting. I'm pretty sure this is the same music from the first game, which on the one hand I don't mind because I like the music from the first game. On the other hand, it's also still symptomatic of how, I mean, because I think the first game came out in 2015 and this one came out in 2017, so it's only a 2-year development window. So it's, I mean, I'm not saying 2 years can't be a long time depending on the scope of the game, but still. I mean, heck, the second Dragon Age game was made in 2 years. Okay, that's a little something that little bit of dialogue I do like, because it's a nice little bit of world building, because yeah, in a world where, you know, fiends come out at night all the time, you wouldn't be able to go outside at night and just enjoy something small like fireflies. She's going to put herself in a position to possibly be kidnapped or killed, or she needs to be a damsel somehow. Now this is a little contrived because I get that has been way more sheltered than Alucia since they were little girls, but this does kind of read as being dumb for the sake of advancing the story, you know? Because I don't remember Lily. Okay, both characters go by Lily too, but I don't remember the love interest in the first game being. Yeah, she was clumsy. Yeah, she could be kind of ditzy, but she at least understood the dangers of the world they lived in, you know?
うん、約束だ。リリア、やっぱり変わってない。リリア、それじゃあ今日任務を終わらせてユーラルムへ行こう。護衛は私めにお任せ。あるったら。
Okay, I criticized their dialogue when they first met. This was a little cuter. I'm a little more. By the way, actually, why was she out alone in the forest being attacked by fiends? I just realized I didn't explain that, and it is kind of. I do kind of want an explanation for that. Okay, I know that the. Okay, I guess I have to. I will also say so far the levels, I mean, they do still have the hallway-esque arena design as the first game, but they do look a lot nicer and have more personality than the first game, so I do need to give that some credit. Okay. I do also admittedly kind of prefer this to Arnis's like area attacks that Arnis could do in the first game, because again, I like the idea of working with your partner on this, you know, because again, the Servant had no personality. Yes, did I like the transformations a little better? Probably, but I like this too. And yeah, in a better world, this... Anyway. Let's get past the prologue before I keep ragging too much on... At least before I keep comparing it too much to the first game, you know? Also, why is this the first time we're hearing this character? Also, and why is it just a quick aside? Why shouldn't that be like in an actual cutscene? Because it could be very, 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 very easy for someone to just kind of be hyper focused on the gameplay that they didn't bother to read that bit of dialogue. That's a very slow zip line. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like, she would have to be ridiculously strong. Right. I'll probably need a fire servant for that. You know, and I also don't necessarily mind that they include, like, that heart there, because it's like, they know that we know what this game is about. It's about, you know, you know, it's about an LGBT love story, and it's repeating the plot points of the first game pretty shamelessly. I don't mind that they're just really going kind of heavy-handed on the cute romance imagery between these two from the get-go, you know? Don't actually have a problem with that. Do I think it's a little on the nose, and it kind of robs us of the slow burn that Arnis and the Lily in the first game had? A little bit, because what I liked about Arnis and Lily from the first game is that they clearly liked each other, but they didn't feel like they could express it, because they just felt that they had, and like a big part of the game was them working up the courage to realize we care more about each other than we do about our destinies, you know? I don't know. And I'm not saying they can't, that might not still be the plot here. Again, I didn't get very far into this game. But if it is still there, it's undercut a lot by just how blatant they're being with, again, the romantic imagery between these two. Huh. So yeah, now instead of the Night Lord, there's now the Moon Queen. Even though it's like, who or what is this Moon Queen? But the game's called The Bride of the New Moon. Wow, we're just burying the lead this time. This is also something that's a downgrade. There was an air of we didn't find out that the love interest was going to get sacrificed in the first game until a bit into the story. So the fact that this game just opens with it, it's clearly just showing we have no new ideas, so we're just going to copy and paste. And because we know the audience already knows all of this, we're not even going to hide it. No, just, this is dumb. Because again, at least in the first game, the Night Lord being... Yeah, again, we're just jumping right into this. Now, I do like this idea of other... I like this idea of, like, an opposing force to the Curia, because the problem is, this isn't properly set up. We just jump right into it. Also, I just realized, basically, Rua's design here is like if they mashed together Arnis and Lily's design from the first game. Because she's got the low-cut dress of Lily from the first game, but everything else is very similar to Arnis's design. By the way, why did it say Lily's skills? This isn't Lily I'm fighting with. Okay, I also do like the designs of these harpy creatures. So again, at the very least, the monster upgrade, the monster designs are a massive upgrade in this. So I have to give it credit for that, you know? So also... So... I don't like this thing's design. Like, again, it's just needlessly fetishy. It's just... It's not even hiding the fact that it's just, we want to... This game is just, let's fetishize women. And again, because in the first game, the Night Lord was male. I don't mind the main villain being female, but it's just, it's another, oh, let's just... From what little I did play, I don't remember seeing any male characters in the game, which I wouldn't mind so much if it just wasn't for the fact that this just, again, feels like fan service, nothing but fan service, you know? And it's just such a downgrade from the first game, because... Yep. So, one other main difference between this game and the first one is the game has a love triangle. Instead of it just being a story about, you know, two women, you know, fighting against destiny to be with each other, there's now a love triangle between, you know, Alusha, Lillian, and Rue. And it's all like, no, I'll defend Lily, and I'll save her the right way, and your way of doing things is wrong, and that sort of thing, which is not bad in a... I just hate your design so much. But it's not... It's really just there to have more women to oogle. I also feel like it's just there to say, no, we're totally different than the first game, you know? Because there's 3 women, you know, it's now a love triangle. I forgot about that. Oh, we're getting the opening intro now. Glut is, ugh, what is that outfit? I hate that outfit.
以来この地は夜を奪われた夜のない国となりました。私たち教皇庁はこの世界の均衡を守り抜いてきたのです。一刻も早く時の花嫁を捧げなくてはなりません。
Again, what's...
ああ、時の花嫁を捧げてはいけません。時の花嫁の力を得た月の女王が永遠の夜をもたらす力を手に入れてしまう。
Again, what the fuck is this Bride of Time? Or not Bride of Time, you know, Moon Queen? Because she was never mentioned in the first game, and... She was never mentioned in the first game, and everything was, you know, about the Night Lord, because that was...
その痛みは消えない。これから血の渇きに苦しむことになるだろう。
I do think I like this character's design, but it's just one more thing on top of the... It's just... But with everyone else's design, it's just one more...
ここは
教皇庁の研究室だ。
なんか不思議な感覚が。あ、リリアは、ルエはどこに？
落ち着け。まずは自己紹介をしなければならないな。私の名はカミラ。教皇庁で妖魔や邪妖。
Camilla, you must be vampire or something.
そして時の花嫁となる巫女リリアーナとルーエンハイドは姿を消した。お前が殺された後にな。
Right. Yeah, after... That's right. Now Lucia's hair is a lot more vibrant. It's to signify a transformation. Okay.
覚えてないか？月の女王に心臓を貫かれたこと。
死んだ？
全く無謀なやつだよ。生身の体で月の女王に向かっていくとは。
嘘だ。今こうして生きている。
そう。汎用の体でな。
Again, I don't necessarily mind the main character becoming a half-demon again, because it happened kind of in a different way. Because, like, in the first game, Arniska was chosen by a demon sword, and this whole thing of, oh, you getting killed and being brought back as a half-demon is... You know, it's similar for the sake of mechanics returning, but I'm not gonna complain about it being a rehash like I did with other things, you know?
人工的な汎用化は未完成の技術だが選択肢はなかった。お前に妖魔の青い血を流し込み汎用として生き返らせる実験を行った。
Okay, but how does that work? Because as it was stated in the lore, anything that touches the blue blood turns into a full demon. So how does mixing the blood, the blue blood in with my, just not turn her into a full demon?
新たな心臓も適合している。私は嬉しいぞ。
汎用。私が。そんな。嘘だ。嘘だ。
Yeah, I can't say I don't blame her for...
落ち着け、エージェントアルーシェ。お前にはやるべきことがあるはずだ。教皇は任務の継続を希望している。お前はまずリリアーナを探さねばならない。そうだな、エージェントアルシェ。ついてこい。私がサポートしよ
う。どこへ行くんです？
ユーラルム。リリアーナの目撃情報があった場所だ。
Then again, maybe the logic behind the colors being more vibrant is now that Alucia's half demon, she can see better at night. So that's why the colors are brighter. Of course it's a hotel. Because we operate out of a hotel in the first game, so of course it's got to be a hotel in this game.
じゃあよ。
安心しろ。体に妖魔の血を宿したことで使える剣。私たちは知剣と呼んでいるがな。
試験。
さあ、自分の力をすべて放出する。あとは血が答えてくれる。
I also take issues with just they can create blood swords or whatever, because the sword in the first game was very unique. Again, I think it was meant to actually be the original Night Lord's blade. So again, in addition to them being like, oh, now there is another super demon that's just as bad as the Night Lord. So in addition to it kind of, like I said, undercutting the plot and everything that was accomplished in the first game, it's now like, oh, the thing that made Arnis so unique is now something that you can just... that now the Curia can just replicate, you know? Again, I get it. There has to be a way mechanically that the main character can still access, you know, the blue blood powers, but why not just bring Arnis back? Yeah, I know you'd have to retcon the end of the first game so she's not all powerful, but they're already kind of doing that anyway.
驚くにはまだ早い。お前は十分にその血の力を使えていない。お前には妖魔の血とともにある汎用の血を流し込んだ。そう。伝説の汎用。アーナスの血。
brother.
アーナス？妖魔の朝、夜の君と戦ったというあの。
Okay, so it's now kind of common knowledge? I guess it had to be common knowledge. She was a half-demon. Also, the jiggle physics on the breasts are way more noticeable in this game. You know, again, if they had just explained that something like, oh, because the Night Lord, you know, died. Oh, but then again, I'm pretty sure in the true ending, Arnis kind of becomes the new Night Lord. But because she's a good person, she's able to use the powers more for good, you know. But they had just done something like, I don't know, explain that the Night... I don't know. I don't know. I'm glad there was a sequel to this world because I like this world and there's more you can do with it. But if you're not advancing the world, if you're regressing it for the sake of we want a sequel, or maybe not regressing is the wrong word. I don't know.
邪妖に知り合いがいるの
Yeah, why does she have a fiend for a friend if she only just became a half demon?
こいつは昔ここに住んでた時に
これは珍しいな。こいつ魔に侵されきっていない。
どういうことです？
青い血を浴び邪妖になった者は心まで魔に侵され、だが稀に元の心を保つ。
確かにちょっと目つきは悪いけど。
目つきが悪いは余計だろ。
え？
久しぶりだな。
喋った
あ？俺は前から話してたぜ。
どういうことだよ。
俺が知るかよ。
おい、お前一生懸命邪妖に話し、やはり
違います。私こいつが何喋ってるか分かる。
邪妖の言葉が分かるだと。
Now this is something I don't remember if it was ever expressly stated that only Arnis could understand her servant in the first game, but this is a little thing I do actually kind of like.
なるほど。青。
はっ、確かにちょっとあんた変わったな。
またか。
俺も一緒に戦ってやるよ。ああ、ちょうどあの連中には餌場を荒らされてムカついてたんだ。
So yeah, servant are definitely still a thing in this game. Okay, so yeah, you have servant and you have partners, which, you know, I'm okay with. Oh wait, there's still a heart between these two. So I guess, okay, the heart is just flavor then. Because I don't think this game is meant to be a polycule outside of maybe the love triangle itself. Because again, I do really seem to remember that Camilla is just like the mentor figure who does fight with you too. Okay, so that's how I make my servant. Okay. I might only get, again, I don't remember. It's possible I might only get one servant at a time since I do have a partner too, which I'm okay with.
別に褒めても何も出ねえよ。
なあ、これからも力を貸してくれないか。リリアーナを助けたいんだ。お前も覚えてるだろ。
まあな。
でも私だけじゃきっと力不足だ。あげられるものは何もないけど。
なんでもね。いいぜ。手伝ってやるよ。
本当か。ありがとう。これからよろしくな。
邪妖を連れて行くのか。
いけませんか。
いや、これからも心を保った邪妖を見かけたらきっと邪妖の中にも溶け込めず。
Okay, I will say that the more I look at Camilla, the more I can say I do really like her design. Like, I actually like it quite a bit. So yeah, it's a design I so far have no complaints with. Okay, I will admit, so far, revisiting this game, I do, gameplay-wise, I do actually am having a little more fun with this one than I was the first game. We'll see how long that lasts, because I was thoroughly enjoying the first game when I was playing it at first, and then it got samey after a while. Because again, I do like the first game, but I can't pretend that the gameplay isn't a little samey.
どうした？
Now I'll show you my true power. Okay. 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 I like that. I like that. There we go. So kind of the reason I'm keeping, I've just kept them on focus attack this whole time is so that we can keep getting the double attack and hopefully trigger the... So we can hopefully do like the big area effect attacks that only happen if we get the... if we do 4 consecutive double attacks, you know? The double chase, that's what it's called. I like the again. I like the animation for that, for the double attack between these two. That's or not double attack, but that team attack. Whatever we want it, whatever it's called. Used to?
ホテルエテルナだ。今は私が管理を任されている。これからはここを拠点とし、ほら、早速お客さんのようだ。ルーエ。
本当にアルなのか。あの時死んだんじゃ。ああ、生きてたんだ。ルーエこそどうしてここに。
私が情報を流した。お前がここに来るとな。
バカ！一体どれだけ心配かければ気が済むんだ。生きているなら生きていると言ってよ。
I literally woke up like less than an hour ago.
そんな無茶な。うるさい。でも生きていてよかった。
Baka.
それでリリアはどこに。ルーエも知らないんだ。私もわからないよ。一体どこへ。
この町での目撃情報を頼りに探すしかないようだな。
あなたは。紹介するよ。この人は私の命を救ってくれたカミラさん。カミラってあのカミラ博士ですか。知ってるの。当たり前だ。邪陽研究の権威で有名だろう。この方の研究があったからこの町の首都移転も成功したんだろうが。
はあ。
そんなことも知らないのか。まったくそういうのを世間知らずと。
I mean, the main character of these games needs to be a little ignorant in order to justify exposition.
まあ、私のことはいい。ルーエンハイド、お前のことを調べさせてもらった。
私のことを。
教皇庁と敵対しているルルド教団に所属してはいるが、今のお前は幼なじみのリリアーナを助けようと。そうだな、ルーエンハイド。はい。妖魔をも切るお前の危険の力が必要だ。ホテルに入り、設備を使うことを許可しよう。私にはその権限が与えられて。では、 入るとしよう。
リリュウ、一体ど。よし、準備を整えてすぐに探しに行こう。
待て。お前はまだ過度に動いていい体じゃない。今日はもう外に出るな。
そんな。
ここにはいろいろな施設がある。今のうちに見ておけ。
わかりました。
Tea, I guess. Okay. Okay. Well, hopefully that is a better outfit. Okay, I can't interact with Nero. Okay. Okay, that clearly has a quest marker on it, but it's not letting me interact with it. The fuck? If I get soft locked here, I'm gonna be furious.
あ、ウェルカムドリンクだ。
やった。私だ。
我がホテルお抱えの最高のショコラティエが作ったものだ。今は出かけている。
へえ、
王室御用達の品だ。
すごいんだな。太るから。何？太るから。な。
Oh, there we go.
はじめまして。当ホテルの受付をしてお困りの際は私が。すごいな。話せる人形なんて。
こいつらにはホテルの管理をさ。まあ今は客が来ることはないが。
こちらでは。
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this game retaining the only can save here. But this game basically boils down to leaving and coming back here, so it's not the end of the world, I suppose. It's just... Oh yeah. This game has a pool. And you can get swimsuits for the main for the characters, so...
プールだ。
温水ですので年中いつでもご利用できます。
すごい。なあ、ルーエ、ここって普通に泊まったらめちゃくちゃ高そうだね。 そうか。内装なんてやたら豪華だし、プールまであるなんて。ホテルなんてこんなもん。しまった。ルーエはお嬢様だった。
Oh dear God. Sorry, where did you say the changing room? Here we go. Yes, that is way better. So we are going to keep her in that. So it already addresses one major issue I have with the game. But yeah, you can get swimsuits, and as you may have briefly seen when it was given the costume change explanation, her outfit is bad. Now this would be a beautiful place for it. Okay, I know it was called like the Timoid, but I'm like that, especially with the tattoo on her back. This feels like that outfit is from something. I just don't know what. Again, if this game was a little more respectful to the LGBTQ, part of me would be like, please end up in a polycule with these 3 leads, you know? That'd be nice. But the problem is this game, I know for a fact this game isn't going to be as respectful as the first one, so I don't want that because it'd just be used for tasteless fan service. Heck, I know that'd be the case because a lot of the advertising for like pre-ordering this game involved pictures of the 3 in skimpy clothing. I know it's not huge, but I do appreciate that feature. Again, the Azure Moon shouldn't be possible. Well, I mean, I guess it was like a crimson... The point... I digress.
なんだ、何も見えない。リリア、ルエ、誰か。
Yeah, I guess that would be a problem of living in a world of eternal night.
なあ、もう朝のはずだろ。まだ外が暗いままだ。そうか、まだ知らないのか。
昨日目覚めたばかりだ。知らないのに無理はない。お前が月の女王に敗れてからまだ一度も日が昇っていないんだ。
By the way, you never specified how long was, Alucia out after she got stabbed.
それはすでに世界が永遠の夜に包まれてしまったということですか。
いや、もしそうならば我々は目覚めることのない眠りに、しかも夜が明けないのはこのユーラルム周辺だけのようだ。
青い月、まさか夢で見たやつと同じじゃないよな。みんなに伝えなきゃ。
青い月か。
私もです。じゃあ見えているの。そういえばロエル・ジリス様が言っていた、青い血を持つ者だけが見える夜の闇を照らす青い月がある。その輝きが失われ新月となった時、世界は闇に包まれ、私が見た夢と同じだ。夢の中で青い月が浮かんでるんだ。それが薄くなって、そしたら世界が暗闇に包まれて
無視するのは危険そうだな。月の様子には注意を払った方が良さそうだ。
わかりました。
不可思議な現象だが、いずれにせよ滅びの時は近づいている。だから早急に時の花嫁を月の女王に捧げ封印を施す。
そんなことは。私はリリアーナを守る約束をしたんだ。
他の手まあ、
Hey,
私は
fair
世界
enough.
が救われれば
Practicality.
とにかくリリアーナを見つけよう。
そうですね。
And again, it's like saving the world. It's like, hey, if we can find a way to save the world that doesn't involve sacrifice, let's do it. But oh, so I'm timed. Lovely. There we go. Right, there's an affinity level. Yeah, we're gonna start with. I did kind of prefer Camilla, but let's start with Runehide. Or Runehide, since childhood friends and all that. Quest. Start the search. Did I get a new outfit for Rue? I'm curious. Oh. No, I did not. Okay. That's fine. Their outfits are not as egregious. Fair enough. Is there anything else down here? I didn't really look before. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Okay. All right, let's go.
さあ、リリアーナを探し。ああ、そうだ。アルシェ、お前のその体は無理は禁物。
そんな体で
限界を超えさえしなければ何の問題もない。今のところは。
平気だって。はい、出発。
おい。
くれぐれも無理はさせるなよ。
はい。ある、待て。置いてくなって。
So like I said, in the first game there was a number of, male NPCs working in the hotel. I think every character in this game's a woman, just so they can give them sexy second costumes you can change them into. Now, I don't mind having a game where every character is a woman, but not if that's the motivation, I'm gonna call that bullshit out.
さあ、本格的に捜索開始。リリアが目撃されたのは。
So another downgrade that I knew about, because when I was looking up reviews for this game, before I even heard about all the other negativity, everyone was complaining. So in the first game you had 20 minutes to explore each night. It's cut down to 10 in this game. Now, it can be upgraded, I do know that much, but... But yeah, the half time limit from the get-go was something that I heard people complain, that I read like massive complaints about online when I first heard about this game, when I first looked into this game. Oh, okay, I guess she's still in this out. I guess that makes sense. Oh, she's back.
私の名はクリストフォロス。純血の闇の血族の一人。お互い探し物をしているようだな。
クリストフォロス。そんなに怖がらない。
私もお前たちと同じ。探し物をしてい
I
る。
don't remember if she has a split personality or if she just has like two voices,
お前、名は何という？
アルーシェ。
アルーシェ。いい名前ね。
人を探してるんだ。この辺で白い服の巫女を見なかった。
巫女ね。
見たような。
本当？
いや、見なかったような。
どっちなのさ。
ごめんなさい。から東の方へかけていく巫女を見たわ。あなたの探し人かどうかはわからない。
ありがとう。
お詫びに一つ面白いことを教えてやろう。この地は悲しみにあふれている。人間にとっても
妖魔にとっても。
あなたの進む道で必要なことならば
さあ走るがいい。この
あなたはこの世界で
それじゃあ。
Okay, I will admit, being able to get Alucia out of that awful outfit does
なんだか
help a little. Because, again, you can call me a fucking prude. I won't deny it, but... But I'm of the opinion, I don't mind fan service as long as A, there's a balance, so it's not all the women are in fan service out, you know, overly sexy outfits, but when every character's outfit is arguably fetishized in some way, that's, yeah, everyone is overly sexualized, you know? And two, if it's just impractical in a way that I just, yes, I'm putting myself as the definitive judge saying it's like, yeah, I don't like that for X, Y, and Z reason. I don't know. Like, again, Velvet Crow from Tales of Berseria is a fine example of a character who's technically in a fan service outfit, but I do think it's good because I think it looks good on her. It looks like it would provide her all the support she needed to fight.
なんだ。
I don't
あれ
know.
を使えばいいんじゃねえか。ただの樽じゃねえよ。あれをぶちまけて。敵。油断するな。そうか。もらった。切り捨てる。よし。
Okay, I also do admit, I do think I prefer the whole, what's it called? Instead of having 4 servant, you only get 2. You have having like more control over like the environment effects they have. And I do like having a partner character better. I still miss the transformations, like I really wish they'd found a way to keep those, but I digress. I do like these double chase abilities, again, better than just using Arnis's like super attacks from the first game. So I will admit the gameplay is already a bit better than the first game. Again, I will always miss the transformations, but that's because I'm a sucker for that sort of thing. Holy Sword and Demon Sword. Yeah. Okay, I understand needing to have done that for, you know, Lillian, because again, she's a bit less, you know, experienced in field combat, but Rua should be just as, you know, adept as, you know, we are. So should we be able to both pop over? I don't know. It was kind of cute, I'll admit, but I don't know. These are the questions I have.
いいぞせいや行くぞいいぞ
Oh, hi, Chris. And I also will say, keeping the hit chain going is a lot easier with the partner characters because they're a lot more willing to just keep wailing on the enemies, whereas the servant in the first game more of it slower on the uptake. Okay. Okay. I like this animation. Okay, I know it's a random comparison, but that particular maneuver kind of reminds me of like a Power Ranger finisher of combining your weapons to do a big finish. I think specifically it reminds me of the finisher from the Jungle Fury show, where they literally combine their weapons to make a big sword. Okay, before we do... Oh, we might have to do that now. Hey, Muffin!
声が俺の同類かもしれねえ助けてやってくれあ
Okay. 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 Release. Yes, it's a very pink plant. That's a bee with tits. That is a bee with tits.
ああなんでこんな目に私は仲間外れだから
Yeah, okay.
嬉しい
There is
お返しを
no subtlety at this point. Not the first bee I've seen with tits, don't ask. I am asking... Wait.
姿を変えることができる
Who am I kidding? I've watched One Punch Man. I've seen a mosquito with tits, so I guess this is not that weird. Striker, Temple Plane Striker. There are so many goddamn tutorials in this. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, so that's... I forgot about this. Like, I know I got at least this far. I guess I got more than just an hour into the game before I quit originally. Because we still haven't seen the thing that just made me kind of throw my hands up and say, nope, I'm done. Wait, right, that mosquito. Well, then there's the first time I've seen a bee with tits. I also thought about the lady from One Punch Man also. Yeah. Okay, so, okay. Alright, I do kind of like this. I still think I preferred the transformations from the first game, but actually using the servant as what causes your weapons to transform, I think I like that a little better. Because in the first game, you just randomly unlocked weapon transformations. Just part of the story, I guess. But actually tying it into the... Yeah, I think I like that a hair better. And again, like I said, there were weapon transformations in the first game that were separate from Arnis's transformations, whereas this game doesn't have transformations at all. It's just... Christ, I hate that outfit. But still... More affinity? Yay or nay? Okay. Okay, that bee smash, that's all. Anyway. Why are we collecting blood? It's one of the mechanics of this game. It might be explained in this shortly. Yeah, I think it's going to be explained. Again, this made more sense in the first game, but I digress. Yep, this is what broke me. This is what completely broke me my first playthrough, and I'm like, nope, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. No, I am not. For what rituals? It's orgy rituals? I fucking hate this outfit. Yeah, what does that mean? Yeah, no, fuck that shit. Yeah, this is the explanation for the blood. If we modify it through these clothes, fuck you. Again, why is it all lacy then? Like, if it was just a skin-tight jumpsuit that was clear, fine, but why with all the fetish lace? It's a good idea to watch this game in a public train. I'm on my way to work right now. I don't know, that's a good idea. Ugh. Okay, so this is massive downgrade number 2. Like, seriously. In the first game, Arnis also had this gimmick of needing to offer up blood to upgrade her powers. However, in the first game, the reason she needed to do this is because she was using the Night Lord's sword, which literally was gaining power the more of the Night Lord's blood it regained. And the offering was all done in the dream world. So yes, Arnis was wearing a skimpy outfit with the justification of you release the blood through your skin, but it was still a dream, you know? It wasn't literal. It was a poor excuse for fan service, sure, but it wasn't literal. This one, on the other hand, it's like, okay, now there's just magically another blood sword, and we need to, you know, suck it out, whatever. It's just to make sure a mechanic returns, but what is with this outfit? Seriously. Like, this really is what broke me. Oh my god, and now... Like, again, when Arnis was offering up the blood, it was, like, calm and serene. That looks like she came. I just... I do not like this. It just, no, I don't like it. This really is what broke me, because, like I said, the first game had its fair share of fan service, but it still felt like it wanted to be a good LGBTQ plus story first. This game, this just proved definitively beyond any shadow of a doubt, it was just here to fetishize lesbians, and it just put me off, because the first game was good. The characters were adorable. The gameplay wasn't great and was kind of boring after a while, but it felt like it almost was really good LGBTQ representation. And this one just throws it all out the window for the lowest common denominator. Again, Muffin, if you're still here, if it makes you feel any better, things aren't as bad outside of these maintenance scenes. Okay, yeah, that's kind of how I increase, yeah, the amount of time I have. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to grab this. Okay. Alright. Also, why are we just now talking about, you know, making her a vampire? Because Arnis, again, she's a half-demon, not a vampire. And Arnis didn't need to feed on normal people's blood in the first game. I mean, again, I get the idea is that she's not the same type of half-demon that Arnis was, since... But I also feel like this is only here to further emphasize the sex metaphor, you know? Since vampires have taken on the tone, have taken, you know, now represent, you know, sexuality or whatever. Can we please get her out of that outfit? Again, I guess that the justification is that Arnis was turned into a half-demon through the demon sword, so it was a perfect transformation. Whereas Alucia's transformation is incomplete, which is why she does need to drink blood, but it's just a lame justification. Philosophy!
そんなことはないです。博士には本当にあなたのおかげで私はまだ戦えるんですから。
そうか。大事なのは何をなすかだ。人かどうかは大したことではない。
So do all who live to see such times, and that is not for them to decide.
何をなすか。
リリアーナを救い、世界を守るのだろう。
Hell yeah, dude.
血の乾きなど些細な問題だ。 吸いたくなったらまた私の血を吸えばいい。
I mean, that's sweet and all, but
私の最高傑作だからな。
yeah, that's still kind of dehumanizing.
あまり首筋を見せないでください。
Oh, scandalous.
その吸いたくなっちゃいますから。
Yep, definitely a metaphor. Can we please get out of that outfit? Okay, how do I do? There we go. Reincarnate. Huh. Ultimate. So I don't know how many points. I don't know if like they all share the same points. They share the same points. So yeah, I didn't want to sink everything into Nero, you know. Okay, at least. Okay. Again, can we please lose the outfit? Oh, thank God. Yeah, I remember that outfit is what broke me. Like, I'm like, I can't do this. Because, like I said, it was... The first game was sweet in its own way, despite it still having plenty of fan service. That just... There was no more pretense. It was just... Yeah. Oh, right. I do find that kind of interesting, specifically in the first game, if I remember correctly, the concern was that the Crimson Moon was getting full, whereas this one, it's the Azure Moon is waning. It's just... It doesn't make that big a difference, but it is kind of interesting. Ugh. It just kind of feels like it's their attempt to be like, no, it's completely different. Oh, I forgot to... Well, I was gonna alternate between taking partners out with me just so I can build their affinity, but I forgot to swap, but that's okay. I'll also need to make sure I take Camilla twice in a row just to make up for it.
Yeah, warp gate's up here.
The door. So, thinking about it, this second costume I have for Lucia, it kind of reminds me of Shanoa's outfit from Castlevania Order of Ecclesia. Yeah, I've been also meaning to stream some Castlevania games for the channel. Again, there's so many games I want to do for the channel. I just don't have time for. But especially since I purchased the Game Boy Advance and the DS collection on my Switch, specifically because again, I kind of wanted to stream them. So I should probably find some time for that. Granted, I've only ever I beat all the ones on the Game Boy Advance, but I've only ever beaten Dawn of Sorrows when it comes to the DS ones, because, wow, the final boss fight in Portrait of Ruin and Order of Ecclesia is a bitch. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured it would just hop me across, but I kind of just wanted to see if... But I wasn't expecting I wouldn't be able to just jump back. Plus... Wait. Oh, is it just one way? Okay. Oops. Okay, yeah, it is one way. Sorry, we're just gonna kind of plow through this, just since I only have so much time, you know? Okay, I figured it would probably revert back to my normal weapon, but I still wanted to see if something would change if I had a different weapon equipped.
Gosh.
I keep activating and deactivating stuff I don't mean to.
よしいいぞ全てを焼き尽くせ ダメだ下ろせそうにない
Well, you know, we haven't tried to move it yet. Whew. My love.
おーいリリアくそ聞こえてないのかなんとか向こう岸に渡らないとあっちから回り込めある行くぞよし
Right, it's a shield. I mean, again, not that I will say, not that the defense is bad, but油断するなルエあるやるぞいけいいぞ oh,
よし
what's that get me? Oh, okay. Yep, I think I've officially gotten past where I... Yeah, no, I mean, I know I said that I, like, rage quit when I saw Alusha's outfit for the ceremony, but still, in a weird way, it is kind of nice to, like, be able to visually confirm, and like, okay, yes, definitively, that is where I quit originally. So I can definitively gauge, I'm like, we're in fresh territory for me, for better or for worse. Watch, the game's gonna improve dramatically now that we're past that point. You know, just the visuals of them just spinning in a circle like that, that's the kind of silliness I love. I guess all the enemies were dead. Okay. Oh, but we unlocked a gate. That's good. No, I have less than a minute left, so I have to pull back. I just kind of wanted to see... I just kind of wanted to see what was up there. So let's get out of here. Again, not the biggest fan of the reduced time limit. And yes, I know I can increase it, but I still am not a fan of the reduced time limit. And I'm really not going to pretend like I am okay with it. Nice. Wow, that affinity goes up like at a minuscule rate. It's like glacially. Alright. I didn't think I had any other sermons, but I wanted to double check that. Okay. Alright, let's grab that. Okay. Only 2 servant points, huh? I'm pretty sure I need to go to bed, but let me see if I can go out. Nope. Why? I don't know why I couldn't remember where the save station was. Okay, I swear there's gotta be, like... Since we can warp back to the hotel, you'd think there'd be, like, a warp in the hotel. Maybe there is, I just need to find it. Yeah, sorry, we've got a limited amount of time and that moon is almost done waning, so we are just going to run past these guys and go straight for the gate. Yeah, I know that's a lot of blood I'm running past, but again, I've only got 11 minutes, and unlike before, like, the moon's phase would only, in the first game, the moon's phase would only change with the story. There's an actual element of a ticking time clock in this game, so we're going to just push forward. Whoa, it's the imprisoned from Skyward Sword. Or a Trevor. Or maybe none of the above. That's a fish? You sure about that? Yeah, okay, it's a fish. Oh, there's no... Shit, I totally forgot that there's... The time limit is switched off during boss battles. I could have still done this yesterday. Oh, dang it. Good thing to remember for next time. Oh shoot. Out of MP. Or mana or whatever it's called. MP, yeah.
アルシェそうせっかつな
Okay, double health bar. Got it.
アルシェ燃えろ
よしよし
そこだ
いいぞやった俺としたまだまだ見えたよしよしみんな遅いそれいって遅いみんな
俺っちはこっちだぜ
見えたほらほっ
俺っちを怒らせやがって
I just,
てろよ
yeah, I guess when this thing dives underground, what? Sorry, because I just barely realized I was no longer locked onto this guy.
いいね
アルシェおい
Okay, are there any oil barrels even left at this point?
見えた
やるじゃないか
見えた
潜っちまえばこっちのもん
I can't light it up. We're out of mana.
俺っちはこっちだぜ一時撤廃
いってていったせいや見えた
There we go.
計算の当たらん
俺としたことが見えた
とっておきだアルシェ
ってなすごいの見せてやるぜ
アルシェこの玉からは逃げられんぞ
許して
でとどめだ
Huzzah! Violence and firearms.
俺としたまだまだ
ちょっと待ってなすごいの見せてやるぜ俺っちから離れやがれ
見えた
俺っちを怒らせやがって
アルシェ
俺っちを怒らせやがって見てろよ
I keep trying to dodge, and I just keep equipping the bee. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Okay. What the?
ちくしょう覚えてろよ
The fuck? The actual fuck? Apparently. It's bullshit. We just started the night.
結果を報告する
How do I get servant points? Oh, wait. I gotta complete quests to get servant points. But how do I view the quests? Because, like, in the first game, there was, like, a quest board, basically.
二人だと勝手が違うからな目覚めたようだな無茶はするなと言ったはずだ危ないところだったぞ
でも
懐中時計のあったあたりを中心に街を調査す何か分かったらすぐに知らせ
はい。なあ、ルエ。どうしたんだよ。どこに行く？プールだ。頭を冷やしてくる。
No. So I'm trying to see. That's the pool. Oh, can't go in there. Sorry, I'm like, I really feel like there's gotta be like a warp gate in here, if you know what I mean. By the way, I'm really hoping that they did get rid of the challenge room. Like, I hope that doesn't come back later, because I really hated the challenge room. Okay, let's... Nope, not what I meant. Okay, looks like I have to level up to get more ability points. Okay, that's what it would take to max out your HP. Got it. Let's get both Nero and shoot, what was her name? Pitts, all of their skills to 3, if nothing else.
強くなったぜ、ご主人。
Yep. Just, dear God, what is that? Just, once again, no. They took, oh my God, that is riding up her ass. Like, that outfit would be cute and tasteful, but there's just... all pretense is just thrown out the window about this being about just characters, and now it's just, let's just sexify them as much as we can.
ルーエも綺麗になったなって。バカ、からかうな。まったく、油断も隙もない。別に恥ずかしがることないじゃんか。女同士なんだし。
Oh, brother. Because, you know, some people, regardless of whether they're attracted to someone, feel self-conscious when they're, you know, wearing something more revealing than normal. It's not that weird.
なんだよ何ルーエの様子がおかしいから心配で何か見てしまったんだアルがカミラ博士の血をそれじゃあ知ってたのか私がヨーマや茶用は人間を襲う敵だと倒すべき存在だと教わってきたそんな敵から人間を守るために世界を救うために人間の
Like, again, why not just have her in a two-piece? What's with that weird, just like single attaching piece going down her back and up her belly? It's weird.
だから少し怖くなったんだアルが私の知っているアルじゃなくなってしまった気がしてそうだよなリリアを探し出せたとしてもこんな体じゃ
Also, what's keeping the swimsuit from just falling off her breasts? Yeah, it's connected on top, but there doesn't appear to be anything going around to keep it oh wait, there's a strap.
何があったって
Seriously, that is like the worst swimsuit I have seen in anything ever.
リリアだって分かってくれるアルは何も変わってないってお前もそう思ってくれるもちろんさ何があってもありがとうルーエ信じてくれて何年一緒にいたと思ってるんだそうだなさてそろそろ上がろう
I'm curious. Wow, the game just crashed. That might be a sign, but... Oh, hold on, let me swap my controller. That might be a sign from the universe telling me to stop playing this game. How much progress did I lose? Because if I lost... Because I'm pretty sure I saved before going down, but I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I can just skip that cutscene if... Oh shit, I can't skip this cutscene, can I? Alright, we're gonna have to watch all of that again. Lovely. Skip, 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 skip. Please skip. Why can't I skip?
いつからそこにいる
Oh my god.
さっきからいるけどルーエも綺麗になったなってバカからかうな
Now at least I can... Time to machine gun it.
リリリリ
All right, let's save. Okay, again, there's something very specific I want to check out. Okay. She's still down here. So yeah, we're barely like one mission into the game, and it's already unlocked the ability for you to have the characters run around in their swimsuits. So again, there's like no pretext here. Yeah. We really did go from the game that, again, had fan service, but still felt like it was trying to respect the LGBTQ crowd and not fetishize them to, yeah, we're just gonna fetishize all the women as much as possible. And it sucks. It really does. Okay.
時の花嫁が帰るべき場所に帰ることができず苦しんでいる。ベルーシカ、いますか？
ここに。
月の女王の企み通りに一刻も早く。そして私たちの光、ルーエンハイドからの連絡が途絶え、彼女のそばに汎用の急ぎ彼女のもとへ行き協力して。
Okay, I do like her design, okay, from... I mean, I might change my mind if we get more of a close-up, but... As of right... maybe not.
カミラ博士に。リリアについて何か。
残念ながら、だがルルド教団が不穏な動きを見せているという噂。そちらのお嬢さんがルルド教団に戻らないことと関係があるかもな。
今はまだリリアを見つけ出さなくては。
ルーエン。
カミラ博士、リリアを見つけるために。
Use Google.
そうだな。実は町を調査しに行った式神のうち何体かが戻っていない。邪妖に囲まれ孤立してしまっているのか、やられて戻っていない式神がリリアーナについて手がかりを得ているか。まずは式神を探し出し救出したい。
わかりました。
すぐに探しに行きましょう。
そうだ、教皇庁からリリアーナ最優先ではあるが、
わかりました。
Ooh, subquests. Good. Mm-hmm.
あるすまんが、水が汎用の体に与えるちょっとプールで泳いでみてくれ。
What? I'm sorry.
よし、そのぐらいでいいだろう。
Well, I guess we had to get her swimsuit somehow. Of course, she didn't take her monocle off.
何か異常は感じるか？
特にはというか
Oh,
そんなに
jeez,
ジ
it's
ロジ
also
ロ見ら
right
れ
in
る
up
と
her
検
ass.
査のためだ。
博士は検査だったら恥ずかしく
もちろんだ。
じゃあ今から博士を検査しますから
何の検査だ？
つべこべ言わず博士の
What is that swimsuit? Jesus Christ.
吸血衝動か？いや、違うな。ただの興奮状態。
なんで危ない危ないきっとこの心臓のせいだ
Ew, I'm sorry. That is no. Just no. Oh, I'm so tempted to turn this game off and stop because this is just no. Anyway. Quests. In the back alley. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I'm going near the back alley, so just because I want to get those bonus points from that subquest, yeah. You know, this kind of reminds me of, like, this having this pool or whatever. It kind of reminds me of what happened with Fire Emblem Fates after Fire Emblem Awake, because Fire Emblem was pretty fan service less, you know? But Fire Emblem Fates came out and then added the hot springs. Especially if you're playing as female Corrin, you could there was just a constant gate to seeing the female characters in their underwear. That's just kind of what this reminds me of. Just adding the pool just dropped all pretense. It's like, yeah, we're just here to fap. Because again, so far, from a gameplay standpoint, this game is a bit of an improvement. Again, I missed the transformations, and I'm going to die on that hill, but it's still pretty fun, all things considered. I don't know, at least with something like the Dead or Alive Extreme series, or what's it called, Lollipop Chainsaw, or One Kabara, there's no pretense. It's just, well, okay, there's also not, it's not fetishizing a minority, you know? It's just, we're a fan service game and we're not going to apologize for it. Whereas again, this one, at least at first, like in the first game, it's like, we're gonna tell a good LGBTQ plus story first, and then there will be some fan service. Whereas this is, we're just now fetishizing, you know, lesbians. And that is just such a shame. Oh, huh. Oops, I guess I didn't need to come here to advance the main story. Okay.
油断するな。はってだやだせや行くぞ。みんなその程度か。みんなすまない。よしよし。遅いな。ほら。さらさらさらさら。よいしょ。
You know, it's amazing. You think 10 minutes is a decent amount of time, but with just how long it takes to fight through each room, it doesn't last very long. Okay, so we're here again. I think we may have just gone in one big circle. I wish the map would tell me where everything, you know, connects. Like, if you go this way, it takes you to here. You know, if you go through this door, that's what, you know, that's what I mean by it tells you where everything connects.
いいね。ルエ、二人なら。
Okay, I can't jump up there yet. Oh, that's a new serpent. Release. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I get a great sword now. Uh-huh. Okay, so I can... Okay, so I can't swap them out on the fly. That's okay. That's okay. There's the zip line. Okay, we've been through here before, and we're running low on time, so we're just gonna ignore the fights and... I'd say that was worth it just to get another serve in. Sorry, I'm quickly looking around to see if I can see the item Chris wanted us to find. I don't know if it's just going to be lying on the ground or if I have to kill an enemy to make him drop it, but... Have I come through this way? I may have already come through this way. You know, I haven't come through this way just yet, at the very least. Oh, gotta kill him at the very least. At the very least, if I can kill him, then we can at least fast travel back to this place.
こんなところか。よし、いい調子だ。お前は強くなったか
But, oh, it's double, huh? But we did it. We did. Fucking hell. It's annoying. That's annoying. I have to keep using Nero. That's just the reality of this situation, because I need Nero's ability to burn stuff, you know? But I don't know if I should use... Well, I should bring the bee with, or the hawk with me just once, just to see if I prefer the great sword to the spear. I don't actually know what the difference is between like the T and what the T and the S actually mean on what's it called on my servant, you know? Quest.
見えた。そこだ。
Okay, so far I already do prefer the Great Sword, just if for no other reason than the reach, because, yeah, the spear was nice, but it was limited to just one enemy, but this actually can hit multiple enemies at once, at least more effectively. Unload like we're Rambo! I'm not gonna hit as many people as I would have liked.
この弾からは逃げられんさ。こいつでとどめだ。そこだ。
いいね。よしよし。
やるじゃないか。興味が
Mask is nice. Perfect. Alright, let's get back to the church and do that. Good, I'm gonna get most done with this. Already burned about half of my time so far. Okay, I think we, especially if this is a boss fight, we should be all right. Fuck it. Nope, gotta fight. Don't have a choice in the matter. Thank you.
やるじゃないか。
Okay,
興味深い。
here we go. Oh, there's the thing.
そこだ。そこだ。そこだ。そこだ。
途中でまた襲われたら元も子もないな。
結果を報告する。
I mean, I suppose just kind of sitting on it. Maybe the justification, like, you only have so much energy to be exploring at night since you're still adjusting to being a demon. Maybe that's a better explanation than just...
勝手が違うからな。
Oh, wow. That's a lot of affinity. An explanation for why you can only be out for so long than...
そうだ、あのこと。なあ、
Then it's just, oh yeah, you can only be out for 20 minutes a night.
それで聞きたいことが、どうして急に教皇庁から姿を消してせっかく聖騎士にまでなったのに。
月の女王が現れるたびに時の花嫁を捧げ、その話を聞いた時、
世界を救うためとはいえ誰かが犠牲になるなんて、
まるで生贄だ。
リリアを守ると約束したんだ。ましてや
その話が嘘だとしたら、月の女王は力を封印されるどころか、
なんだって、本当なのか。
ルルド教団を率いる
教皇庁が世界、そんなの。
どちらの言っていることが本当。ただロエル・ジリス様は全てを見通す目を持つと言われる方だ。私が会った時、あの方はだから、そして話すうちに、だからルルド教団、
私は
とにかくまずは。
I will say I do like that this game does... Yeah, the first game was challenging the church, you know, but it's nice that there's like an opposing organization that's going against the Curia, because I don't feel like that was explored super well in the first game, or I don't really feel that was explored at all besides like personal rebellion, you know? Hold on, strengthen. Okay, still can't do anything with that. I just came from the roof. Maintenance room.
くなったぜご主人。私強くなりました。よし強くなったぞ。新しい汎用の力。だいぶ薄くなってきてる。急がないと。
Okay. I'd love to do that one, but alright, party. Gotta get you back in, so okay, I'm gonna call it here, partially because, I mean, we are getting close to when I would normally stop, and also because I'm getting kind of bored. Like, again, I like the game, I mean, again, I like the first Knights of Azure game a lot more, but even I could only do that one for so many hours at a time, so I don't know if I'm going to come back to this one or not. So, depending on what I decide to do, I might come back to this and keep going, or we might move on to Dragon Age Inquisition. But, again, I kind of feel that the reason why I wanted to tackle some of these fan service heavy games is people were suggesting them, and because they wanted to kind of hear my thoughts on them, since I have always had very pronounced opinions on games that have an over-reliance on fan service. So, yeah, Edgelord stream tomorrow, and hopefully I won't be sick next week, so hopefully streams will go back to normal. But yeah, I'm not sure when, but I'll see you then. Bye-bye.